Hey everyone, my name is Calicola, and today we're going to be reacting to the Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature official reveal trailer. I have not watched this yet. I've not watched this at all. I am terrified of copyright. I am a blonde girl in my heart. So what I'm probably going to do is initially just watch the trailer myself just for me to experience this. It's not always about you. And then afterwards we can go through all the key moments, all that. Also, this loading screen really reminds me of an uproarious night I had with a wizard wearing purple once. So 6, 5, 4, this is me. This is just going to be me. I'm going to go through this and no music because copyright. Okay, that was kind of crazy. That was a little bit better than I expected, but Hotties play the Sims live stream. I missed this. Megan v Stallion. Anyway, Blonde Girlies, you'll be eating good. Rags to Riches players, you'll be eating even better. I'm going to now go back to, I don't know, where's the start of this? I have many notes. First of all, I think this was cruel and unusual to start off with like a fairy like this and then keep it at the end, that this might not be a major part of the expansion pack. I think that's really funny. Whoever did this is sick and twisted in the head. They're editing for engagement, something that I clearly don't know how to do. That is glowing. I think then the next part of the trailer that got me very excited is, I think everything in this little house setting is very base game, very bland, but the artistic mind, this ickle recept, no, turn off subtitles, thank you. It's like very this, and then she walks into this bedroom. Very good. Look at the freezer bunny there, and I think, is that a rat or a squirrel? No. This is incredible. I am so excited for so many plants. You can't make this game much more fun than it already is, which is oftentimes lacking, but you can certainly do this in it. Let's quickly see. I think the next part that got me really excited was new aspiration. Let me just quickly go back. This is all very new to me. This, I think this is supposed to be, from what I understand from what people have discussed, this is supposed to be like an Irish, Scottish kind of inspired world. It doesn't really read like that in my mind, or maybe it's not supposed to. Something that I really do like about it is just how small it is. And I'm not talking about small like Dalsor Valley small, where like you just paid like a huge amount of money for this pack. You have fuck all to do in it. I like that the town feels small. So like, let's say what looks like an active lot. Let's say one of these two is an active lot, and you're like standing here and you zoom out, you get this like kind of view over the entire town. I really hope if this small town has like, just looking here, I'm going to say like 7 or 8 lots that you can build in. That would be so good to me. It would feel like you have your own little seaside community that you can really customize. I would like that very much. Also, not going to complain about another seaside town because Brindleton Bay is on top. Brindleton Bay on top. Oh, the low poly seagulls, we'll never get rid of them, will we? Gnomes? Lots of things with gnomes. I see there's like a little, I think this is supposed to be like a gnome bakery. Something that I think I saw in the comments on this video that I think is quite interesting. I don't know if it's in this trailer, I just might not have looked very hard. Is the idea of customizable gnomes, which would be, for most people, they wouldn't really give a crap. But I think that would be such a cool The Sims kind of thing to do. Do you get what I'm saying? Like being able to customize your gnome's hat and your gnome's beard and your gnome's outfit and your gnome's proclivity to violence. Gnomes have been such a staple part that I'm happy that they're getting their flowers, but I think that would have been really cool. But I don't think that's in this. So don't listen to me. This thing I think is the Green Man, I think is a Scottish-Irish thing. I'm just gonna go with it. Love this shot. This shot is really cool. This goes where I started to be like, okay, well maybe we got baited with the fairies. Maybe they're like a temporary life state, like plant sims, but it doesn't seem like it. Foraging. She is foraging. It might not be clear to you. It wasn't very clear to me at the start. I thought she was just sprinkling, I don't know, dandruff or something. Foraging is a thing in this pack, and I am so excited for it. But there's another feature that I'm even more excited for. She hungry. Forage here. Sleep here. There. No clickbait. Why did I pause and unpause? There. You can sleep anywhere now. Or it seems like it. Do you know how massive that is for people like me who find the most fun in this game? In starting off like poor as shit sim and just having them kind of live the struggle for a couple of weeks. I think that's really exciting. I think we have finally escaped the tyranny of beds in this franchise. This gnome is alive. She's foraging. All the foraging things give you different effects. You can get ailments, which are potentially just going to be annoying. I know we kind of have diseases in the game, but I would have preferred, I don't know, like your sinuses. Sinuses is a diseasey thing. I don't know how I feel about this, and you can be like, oh, what are you complaining about? It's more realism. Is it though? Like, knowing how the game feels right now, The Sims 4 can feel both very barren and empty, and also very overwhelming at the same time, I think. I don't know if you agree, that's my opinion. Get into it. Another system on top of all that. I wish that at this point we just had diseases. And it doesn't have to be like serious diseases. It can be stuff like sinuses. It can be like theme hospital kind of stuff. There's a lot of like theme hospital. I don't know, for the older crowd here, or 2-point hospital for the older and younger crowd. Comedic takes on diseases. But I don't know. I don't know if another system like this. We'll see. I'm cautiously pessimistic about it. Another board. I'm bored. Another signpost board. I'm going to put my neighborhood action plan thing there. Like it's a lot. We'll see. I quite like this trailer. I'm definitely very excited for this. But a lot of it is stuff that I feel, you know, we have enough of. Or let's continue. Let's just quickly go back there. Thank you very much. I know. This looks very cute. I hope this is an actual like functioning little flower shop. I don't know what that means. Maybe there's like exclusive things you can get you and there's a point to come here, whatever. I will also note that the hair in this pack seems very interesting. I think this guy's going to turn slightly now and he's got a little like shaved part there. That's really cool. He, I would. So she's getting her ailments fixed up by him. But first she needs to get all the ingredients, the state of health came from some nation. He gives it to her. This is super exciting. The build mode, the buy mode in this looks insane. I need to hiccup, sorry. That wasn't a hiccup, that was a burp. I'm so sorry. I have ailments. The build and buy in this is exactly what I think Realm of Magic tried to do a little bit. Realm of Magic didn't try any of that. This looks so, look at the mushroom thing there. This, I mean, come on. One of the things I want to note here that I'm very excited for is a lot of this stuff, yes, it's going to be very stylized. I can't really see a lot of contexts where you'll use this door, for example. But for these kinds of builds, very excellent. And also, very asymmetrical. That's a problem I've personally have. I'm going to be raw with you right now. I build very symmetrically in The Sims, but I also feel like The Sims 4 kind of the nature of it, the kinds of perfect little items causes that. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's continue. This is very exciting. No complaint. She's sleeping on the ground. Why does that make my heart rate go up so much? Super cool. Super cool. I think that's a swing set there. Is she meditating? Not without spa day, girl. Really stylized things. I think this pack is going to play in so well with the trifecta. It's not a trifecta, it's way more. I've always said that The Sims 4 The reason that I enjoy farming in the game is because the plants feel more complex than the Sims a lot of the time. Which, yes, sure, that is a critique, but cottage living, eco lifestyle, seasons, this, and maybe something like, I don't know, spa day for her meditating or some of the wellness things, maybe outdoor retreat, even though the items in that pack are so outdated at this point. You could have a good time, but it looks like this one you'll just have a good time anyway. Looks really, really good. Another thing here that I feel should be brought up is how much of this is actually going to be usable in your day-to-day simming. I really, really enjoyed Life and Death because Life and Death had this, for me personally, it doesn't have to be for you. For me, Life and Death had a really good balance of very, very stylized things like the Reaping Career and playing with ghosts, and also things that are just generally applicable to all players, like Inheritance, Funerals, even though they don't work very well, those sorts of things. This is very, very much a pack where I think you should ask yourself, how much use am I going to get out of this? And I also think a lot of content creators, a lot of influencers, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, but you won't be able to use this and the pack is too stylized and all that. That's fine. You don't always have to buy it. It doesn't always have to be for you. If you don't like this style of building and you don't like fairies, save your money. We're in a recession, I think. I don't know. Don't come to me for economics advice. Come to her for advice on your ailments, because this seems to be a semi-active career where you are a, what do you call it, a naturopath, a homeopath? She's giving them solves. There, she's solving her... funny joke here. Very theme hospital. This dude is very theme hospital. If you get it, you do. If you don't, you don't. She's thinking of this tree. I think of this tree not very often. It's a shrub. Ooh. I recently played with fairies in The Sims 3 as like a bit of hype to fairies in this pack, and I loved the little like fairy house that they could go into and like resolve their needs and all that. They could also get really, really drunk. No, they couldn't get drunk. But they could throw house parties in that little fairy house, so this is a reference to The Sims 3 Supernatural. Intelligent people just get it. Ooh. Okay, hold up. How do I clearly pause here? Or I'll just get all of them here. I'm going to say that I really, really do... I don't like her vibe. I don't like the pink one's vibe. She seems mean-spirited. I just don't like her vibe. I really, really, really think that the wings look incredible. The wings look so cool to me. They look almost more moth-like than they did in The Sims 3. In The Sims 3, they were very, very transparent. I think, not to shamelessly promote my previous video, you'll see in the thumbnail for that I used not wings from the actual game pack, because they are so transparent. It's actually very, very difficult to get them to show up when you're removing the background. These wings, add Mothman. You're so close, the Sims team, to adding Mothman. Like, look at those. These in black and red, you have Mothman. I don't like her vibe at all. Also, it seems like some genetic stuff is happening with the ears. Like, they seem pointy. What is this though? What is this? Is this a necklace? Is it just too bright that I can't see the details? Or she has an ailment. Okay. Ooh, she's getting a fairy pranked. Tiny little wings. Also a reference to The Sims 3 Supernatural, because they also had very tiny wings. And then this one comes up. Oh, it's her. It's just the normal one. She looks cute. She looks cute. I don't know if you could have stylized fairies more, and I'm kind of happy they didn't, because werewolves are super stylized, and that's one of the only compliments I can give them. More gameplay, more fairies, June 26th, and then more of... These are probably some of the worst pre-order things we've ever gotten. Would you guys want to see a video on that? On me like ranking the pre-order things, because these seem not worth it. Is this pack going to be worth it? I'm very, very excited to see more fairies. I am kind of excited for. I think they are considerably more boring than people give them credit for, in the sense that they're most interesting when you're doing something bigger with them than just trying to explore their powers. Does that make sense? But they were also super fleshed out for like a first attempt. So I'm excited for them. I'm really excited for the foraging and stuff like that. Yeah, the foraging. I guess that's all I can say. See you June 26th, maybe. Was it June 26th? I don't know. Was it July? Somebody help me.